make sure we don't jump into a nasty situation.
Okay, but don't engage anyone if you don't have to. We'll give you until the scan completes. Get ahead of us. Keep in contact.
Okay.
Honestly, Jack.
B2?
Honestly,
Now,
Jack, what do you keep insinuating? It's like you expect me to be a murderous criminal or something.
Why I let you on the ship?
You know what? No, I'm not taking any criticism from a guy who shot somebody in front of their mother. That was pretty cold execution too. Didn't know you had it in you. And with that, she is actually gonna stumble forward because she wasn't looking where she's going. The sand got to her.
There was a bit of sand. There was a bit of sand, like under, like there was a pipe under a bit of sand. She didn't know it. She.
I got advantages, so I choose not to fall down face first.
Mind you, due to the advantages, when she stumbled, you saw the cable it shipped on tighten, and it leads up to what looks to be like a connector box for the ship. Like basically,
Might be interesting. Astrid, have a poke about. I'll help you too with the scans.
Alright, are you sure you don't want me to do the stealth?
I'm sure I don't want you to do the stealth.
I just shrug and look at the connector box.
yes, Astrid, you may roll mechanics.
There you go, Ash. I've given everyone clearly defined team roles.
Well done.
Mechanics?
Yes.
I need to up my mechanics.
You do.
You don't see much about it, but you do know that droids can connect to this port.
Hey BB, I need you.
B29 comes over and kneels down.
Hey, droids can connect to this port. Do you think you can help me out a little bit?
Well, I don't have exactly the same functionality as an astromech would, but I could give it a go. What I'm assuming I need to roll computers.
I would say you can either run computers, or Astrid can attempt to hook you up.
Is this the part where BB connects his male port into the female port?
Stop. No, I just kind of, I don't really know what I'm looking at right now. I just kind of look at it.
You can use those advantages for something if you wish.
Just kind of. Oh dang it! No, that's the combat thing. But I just kind of look at it, squint. Yeah, I'm not really sure about how to connect stuff. I don't usually connect droids, and I guess I'll use the advantages so that BB knows exactly how to do it. It's pretty obvious to him.
You can get some blues. You can get 2 blues from that amount of advantages.
If you give me like 2 blues to a computer's roll, that should work.
Yes.
Yeah,
Meantime, I'm gonna try once again to go off ahead and scout the area before we enter it. There we go.
Stealthy.
Thank you.
But
How
yeah.
could I have tripped over anything if I'm not even here?
So,
Whoosh.
Astrid, while you're messing around with console, sadly, while you recognize the ship as Mandalorian, there are no Mandalorian battleships in service today, like at all. So of course you wouldn't know this ancient 300-year-old technology. But BB seems to be able to connect to its main computer program areas at the very least. And you're able to see that there's actually several options you can achieve with this. You can basically track current members of crew on the ship.
Okay.
You can also initiate some minor scans for pests. You can also, let's see, it says vent atmosphere, but it's grayed out and says do not fucking touch. In Mandalorian, of course. And then there's another one that says fire, like, start at main engines, which is also locked.
Okay, understood. I'd like to sort of activate the track crew button just out of interest, see if there's anyone still around.
As you activate the track crew button, the ship comes up with a small little, basically dead screen that shows the layout of the ship, or what used to be the layout of the ship at very least. And it shows several ID markers that say KIA, of course, and I'm going to just assume everything's a Mandalorian from this point on.
B29 gestures Astrid over to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll read it for him.
Now, there are markings. We'll start from where you are up. For instance, there are several red markings that say unknown entities. That's you guys. Apart from B2, which is apparently classed as a droid, which is a small grey marking.
Is there any way I can reclassify myself from an unknown entity to whatever the other wrecker people are classified as?
Actually, if you look up, it seems like there are other unknown entities in the bridge currently.
Ah.
So it seems like the wreckers are also identified as unknown entities. Between you and there are a few ID signatures that say killed in action. You know, trackers for troops and the like. They don't seem to be alive anymore, but it's been 300 years.
So the vital information here is that the wreckers are on the bridge.
That is correct.
All of them on the bridge, Ash?
There seem to be a few died around, but that's more they seem to be near certain areas and doors.
Around the area where their ship landed, are there any markings, or have they moved to the bridge?
There seems to be around about 5 markings there.
Okie dokie. Well, I think it's very clear what we need to do. Beaver 2, try and patch that map up to the rest of our comms. We're going to try and ambush them on the bridge. Take maybe 1, 2 survivors.
Would I need to make a computer's roll to patch that across to our devices, Roshi, or is that doable without a roll?
That's doable without a roll. You rolled quite well for it.
So you guys get the feed come onto your scanners.
Yeah, and I'll tap through. Cora, we know where we're going. Link up on the bridge. I want you to get on the far side. We're going to ambush in between us.
That should not be a problem.
Survivors.
How many targets are we looking at? Do you have an idea?
Looks to be somewhere between 10 and 15. Depends how our work goes on the way there.
Can I roll something to see if there's, considering the ship is in bad condition, would there be an easy way to, I don't know, blow up the bridge so they'd be dusted off in space or something? That would probably be a great way to kill them.
We don't want to dust the bridge off. We want survivors so we can talk to them. Otherwise, I would have just hit them into space.
And how do you suggest we take them?
Well, aside going from the shuttle, if we can take the bridge before they get there, then those are all the people we need.
Okay then, let's see what happens. I'll start making my way over there.
I want you on the far side, then Cora will be, Astrid will be leading our side. They might hesitate for a second if they see a familiar cloak when they come in the door, and that opening's all the time we need. If we're lucky, they're bunched up. Like firecrackers. Keep in regular checkup. Check out.
Alright.
By the
And
way,
with that, my serious face is on for the mission, and we're leading the fight.
I just want to mention about the atmosphere of the ship. Basically, the big hole in the middle is atmospheric. In other words, you can breathe between the hole and the 2 ends of the ship. But everything else is only on the inside, basically. Like, there seems to be some sort of field in the middle that keeps the air in.
Yeah.
But yes, is there anything you wish to do on your way towards the bridge? After all, I did give you several things.
On my way there, can I check a few of the signatures that are deceased?
You may, yes.
I definitely want to do that.
Okay then. Now, let's see, who are you going to go after? Currently there's a few on your way. There's around about 3 privates. There's basically a gunner, and there's also the captain up on the bridge, and there's the second in command round about near what appears to be the armory.
I'm assuming since the captain's on the bridge, that's a no-go because everybody else is there. I'm gonna go for the second in command near the armory.
Okay. Sadly, as much as you may have wished turns out that 300 years in space did not do the ammo of the armory any good. And after disintegrating itself, it promptly blew up the armory.
What about the remains of the...
But the second-in-command, the NCO, is currently what appears to be in some sort of huge powered armor. It looks like Mandalorian armor, but it's some sort of exosuit style. Clearly much more bulky than the person within.
I want it.
And you see a small blinking thing on the neck.
Do I know what it is? It's still working, so that's interesting.
It's the Mandalorian equivalent of a diary. Just me his thoughts. You know,
want to
like
read it.
reporting on the go. Okay. You read it on the go. You hear the sounds of battle. The NCO is thumping through the hallways. He's like, this is the log of Vice Captain Malakov. We are being attacked near Malachor 5. We are attempting to jump away. Something wrong with the planet. I will secure the armory and... That is the last you hear. By the way, just so you weren't clear, it was spotty, but I felt like making the sounds last time we did a log kind of made me repeat myself. So
Yeah, gotcha.
just pretend.
I'm just assuming there's a lot of static and
Yes.
interruptions and such.
Yes.
I'm gonna... After reading that, I'm just gonna leave the body as is. I'm assuming that there was nothing probably useful on him anyway, since, you know, the ship is destroyed. Even if I wanted access cards, like, there's no point. So...
Yeah. The other exosuit, sadly, is also completely rusted.
Yeah, well, it's been a while. It's been a while. Actually, I am curious. There wouldn't be anything on him that survived for such a long period, right?
Well, you could try looking.
You know what?
believe
Fuck
that's
it. I'm curious. I'm not more for the loot. I'm more curious if there's something that could have survived 300 years in space. That's what I'm curious for.
Could involve investigation.
You find cars, the ultimate life form.
I don't think the system has investigation, does it?
I believe it does.
I don't think
Or is
so.
It does.
I'd say
but I think it's
perception,
on a
probably.
different skill.
Corrosion, mechanics.
Skullduggery.
Skullduggery,
Is-
probably.
Or perception?
Just roll perception. You're not exactly investigating a crime scene, I
Oh.
guess.
Oh, well, okay. There we go.
Searching through, you find a small flask. Though covered in the same rust, it's easily brushed away, and it seems like it's made out of some sort of very, very shiny metal.
Liquid metal?
No, very shiny metal.
Oh.
Like, that's what it's made out of. It's some sort of flask, like a hip flask style.
Anyway, I can figure out what it is.
Yeah, it's easy. As I just said, it's a hip flask. You know, normally used for containing booze.
Ah. Well, I guess I'll take it. Might as well. Interesting. I'm still surprised it survived so long. That's kind of
Of course, it is emblazoned with the Mandalorian crest, so... Well, the old one.
Cool. Yeah. Why not?
For Mandalore.
I'm gonna take it and start and continue making my way towards the bridge. And if I manage to happen a few more corpses, I'm gonna check them out for diaries and such.
Alright, do you want me to shorten it or give you the actual dialogue?
Yeah, if you give me the dialogue, that'd be nice.
Okay. Right, you find a gunnery sergeant along the way. He's like, what's going on? Are we retreating? Did Mandalore give their orders? What the hell? What's wrong with the planet? And that's from the gunner. One of the privates, however, is interesting. You hear, oh Jesus, what's happening to the ship? I don't know what's wrong, but As we try to jump away, the planets, it's pulling on the ship. Oh my god, it's ripping the ship apart. What the? And then, of course, it ends there.
I'm gonna roll discipline to not have a mini panic attack right now. After all those diaries.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
Ooh.
I take a deep breath, I wipe the sweat off my brow and continue on my way, deciding that I probably shouldn't read any more diaries for my mental health. Also, never to speak of this to anybody ever again.
Who the fuck is fucking gossiping in the background?
By the way, I don't believe Korax has ever introduced herself in her full name, so all you know her is Kora? You don't know her real name is actually Korax.
Okay, understood.
Just saying.
But
And I thought it was a
yes.
silent X.
Now, where you're heading
I also
to...
thought it was a silent X.
Nope.
But yes, as you're heading up towards the bridge, you get to the floor between you and it, unless somebody wishes to do anything along the way as well.
I'm not particularly curious. I'm in mission mode,
Mission mode.
which is a surprisingly competent level of focus. Although I imagine Astrid is probably more curious than I am.
Oh yes, for Astrid, this is a venerable
You know, because
piece of
she's
history.
a Mandaboo.
A Mandaboo.
I'm a Mandalorian.
Mandaboos.
But yeah,
Mandaboos.
I wanna. Do I come across the armor because I want it?
Well, yes, you're going the same way as Cora, so yes, you see the huge exoskeleton, like Mandalorian armor.
Immediately, basically fangirling.
And immediately as you get close, know that it's completely and utterly buggered.
You also notice
It's
that the
fine.
logs have been read, and it seems like the guy was looted.
Yes.
I don't care. I'm taking it. I'm gonna take it back to the ship, and I'm gonna fix it.
It will mean that you have to go back right now, but again, you know, 300 years of metal dust, rust, and space, whatever
It's
else.
a fix me up.
It's fucked. Okay.
It's a fix me up.
You can try, I guess.
And hey, if worst comes to worst, I can use the Mandalorian scrap to construct my the suit of armor that I'm gonna be getting soon.
Okay then.
So yeah, basically, I immediately start fangirling out, basically spout out a bunch of Mandalorian lore, pick up one of them, throw it over my shoulder, and I'm like, I'll be right back, I gotta put this on the ship.
Using your jetpack to get like.
Astrid, you can take it on the way back.
It's too late, I'm already gone. I'll be really quick.
I'll leave without you.
Worst
putting it on
bodyguard
the
in the
ship.
universe.
Alright, fine. I'll just put it near the entrance to the hallway we went down and then run back.
Take it when we're leaving.
Okay then.
And that, guys, is why I'm the captain now.
I'm just kind of slouching a bit, so I'm finally your height and pointing at you, and I'm just saying like, we don't get to take it on the way back. You owe me. Do you have any idea how rare those are?
By the way, did you say that on the comms?
No?
No.
Actually,
gonna say-
you have. Actually,
Oh wait,
you
yeah,
have
no,
to
we
say on
have
the
to.
comms,
Because
you're
we're
in
wearing
Oh, yeah.
atmospheric
So at this
shield.
point you hear a buzzing. Speaking of owing people, what happened to that bike, Jack? You owe me a bike.
Oh, for some reason Jack's comms aren't working. Isn't that funny, everyone?
Flipping my harem was playing up again. Better turn off the comms.
If I don't hear it, it's not a problem.
But yeah, I'll just continue on being your bodyguard, but no, if we don't get to take it, you owe me. Because I want that armor, Adam. I want that armor.
Amanda? The point is, if we don't get to the bridge and, you know, wipe it before the other 5 people have, our fight becomes like 50% harder.
Alright, fine.
It's basic logic, right? Once you've killed everyone, then loot.
But cool loot.
But what happens to people that loot mid-fight, Amanda?
They die.
They die.
Yeah, but we're not mid-fight. This is before the fight.
The fight started the second we entered this asteroid field. That's why I've become serious. You'll know the fight's over when Jack starts making jokes again.
Alright, fine.
And with
I'm
that,
just...
Ash, I lead them on.
I'm continuing to be the
We're
bodyguard
going to
and helping out
this,
BB.
pincer move this bridge.
Okay. Now, as you're getting to the floor just before the bridge, there are currently three main ways. Number one, there is mainland's deck just below the bridge. There's also the captain's quarters above the bridge, and there's the bridge in the middle. And of course there are two doors leading into the bridge. On the other side of the bridge you have indicated that there are in fact... One second. There are 5 people currently in the bridge.
Since I moved on ahead, I'm gonna go through the captain's quarters and try to get the jump on somebody when the fighting starts.
Okay, I was about to say, before you added the qualification when the fighting starts, I was like, what did I say to you? Do not engage.
Calm down, I'm not suicidal.
Yes, you are.
Says the guy that drives with his eyes closed.
There's the guy that fights a Sith Lord.
Hey, hey, I was doing the right thing. I made sure everybody got out of there.
So was I.
But yes. You have arrived. So, Cora is currently going to go through the captain's door to the bridge, and what are the others going to do?
Anything interesting there, by the way?
We want to circle to the other side so we get them in like a pincer movement. That way they don't have cover from either side.
Well, that's the thing. One second. That's...
Also, I'm well aware that a bridge might only have one entrance, which is why my version of a pincer involves shooting the, frankly, massively weakened glass that should lead to the outside, if can be.
But yes, this is the makeup of a bridge.
I understand everything.
It looks like a condom, but
Really
this is where Cora would come from. These are the two doors that come in, and this is the bridge overall. Of course, this is all glass.
Okay, yeah. Well, we pincer.
Good. Right then. You're already at the doors. On the other side, you hear talking. You hear, "Yes, my lord. Yes, I have sent the data. I will make sure to wipe as soon as we leave."
Oh, safe to say, by the way, we record all this shit the second we got near there. Just hit the record button. Even if I can't get video, I'd like to still hear it.
So anything interesting in the captain's quarters that may have caught my attention?
Many trophies, lavish silks that have faded away with passage of time. There is also what appears to be a two-handed battle axe on the above the bed.
Is it for decoration or is it usable?
It looks usable.
Huh, how about that? I think I'm gonna take it.
Now.
How heavy is it?
It's quite heavy. It's classed as a heavy weapon, and it has it does have a defensive quality, but
how much encumbrance does it give?
Encumbrance? Wait, what's encumbrance of a viable sword?
1. Sorry,
1.
2.
X. I would say around about 5. It's a
5?
heavy ass axe.
Okay then, I guess I'm leaving it there then. Jesus, that thing's heavy.
You can probably tell it's probably meant to be used with encumbrance with one of the suits that we saw before.
I guess I'm leaving it where it is then.
But yes, you do hear, and it's like, yes, Yes, the Dibler is here with me. What shall we do? I seem to have taken the long one. I see.
Discount
So
Vader, is that you?
Well, you're in space, but yes, essentially, you can hear a familiar voice, Jack, from beyond the door, going, "Wait, I can make you a better deal on this."
Cora?
Yeah?
3, 2, 1. Ash! We go in hot. Yeah! Not bad.
Hey.
As you burst in through the doors, you can see several people standing around. One moment.
Ready to roll out.
Autobots, roll! Daddy! Daddy!
Who's your daddy?
That guy!
But yes, and also there is the cloaked figure as well.
Shit.
Well, I know who I'm going to shoot at because I have a talent for getting a bonus when people haven't reacted yet.
Yep,
Do you want us to go into initiative order, or do you want us to do like a narrative before it happens?
I would say you've completely caught them off guard at this point.
Okay, because I, step in and do my trademark knock knock. Except I'm going to try and shoot the cloaked figure in the head this time.
Alright, you may try. Yeah, but you get, it says standard diff, you have 1 red.
Okie dokie. Is this bridge considered close range, or is this bridge considered, like, medium, normal range?
Where you are currently, it would be cast as medium, due to just how long it is.
Okie dokie. Jack, your stim's worn off, right?
Yes.
Yes, it would have been this is classified as a different encounter.
Yeah, no,
I can
just
do it
wanted to-
again.
I like to double check everything before I make my tests. Makes life easier for Ash. Okay, firing.
As you fire, you see your laser cut past the man's hood, burning it a little as it strikes the glass on the other side. You see the glass heat, and the already cracked glass just creaking a little bit.
But you got 2 advantages.
Yeah, you can use.
I think that's what the advantages were. I'm gonna say over the comms to B2. Get my dad and get him something protective. I'm shooting out the glass.
B2 starts rushing over to Jack's dad.
I assume everyone else do your actions on the surprise round now. I won't hog it.
How fast is Bibi? Can he get his father out safely?
Well, it's medium range, so not. And BB is kind of slow.
Do I know where the maintenance shaft is?
For maintenance, that would be either side of the hangar.
Realistically speaking, in one turn, can I get his father in one of the maintenance shafts so he's safe?
You technically could, but you would have to physically throw him into one.
I'm fine with
You would
that,
have
he
to
can
stay
take
where
it.
you are. Because you're actually close range due to the stairs leading to the captain's quarters.
Gotcha.
Yeah, do you want to do that?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna run past these chumps while they're still surprised, grab his father, and since I know where the maintenance shafts are, I'm gonna open one, and actually instead of throwing him in there like a sack of potatoes, can I just jump with him down there and set him down safely?
No. If you want to put him in there, you have to physically go there and then throw him, and you'll be left there.
Okay, fuck it, I'm doing it to make sure he's safe, sure. Dude, are you seeing this?
Come on, T-Rex! Fuck you, bitch!
Get on the buildings, collateral damage!
Fuck collateral damage, I'm in a giant ass robot!